you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. So Boise State's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse,
and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Pine. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Used to play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kick is in the air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That's caught. It's Hamilton. Push down for the tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the
got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Catch in the middle. It's Moss. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Boise State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Returner is tackled down at the 12.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. There he goes. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's first and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Pine. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Rushes on him. And the defense got him at the 27.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for a gap. It's Udo. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Sun Devils are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, we know these are slim conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really... Good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Dropping back, it's Pine. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going with the counter play here. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Wagner. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Pine. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. DB's right up on the receivers. Direct snap. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He unleashes a long one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Wagner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Pine. Steps away. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Black. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Cooper.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Grab near the sticks, it's Hamilton. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Cooper. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The short hands, it's Hamilton. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Across the 15. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Pine. Get it out on the screen. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Powers through the defender. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Cooper. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Finds his man. It's Moss. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Pine. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they miss, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
And some room to work. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Broncos have enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
That's reeled in. It's Riley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, the running back has it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Broncos will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Caught in the backfield. It's Udo. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
As a defense, I don't want anything going north and south. Nice job by the defense, understanding that, playing really strong, really stout. The ball starts to bounce now and go backwards. Gets no yards on the...
Last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Got his man in the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back. Time for their offense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Pine. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Here's a throw downfield late. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. Shakes off the defender. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Riley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
The ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Broncos are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Ball is free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the 1st down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Boise State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Boise State.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. What a show both of these teams put